20,000 new homes, one of Europe's largest regeneration projects. On the river, in the middle of London's housing crisis, exactly what the city needed. But the homes came out at roughly 687 a year, and fewer than 1 in 5 were classified as affordable. That wasn't simply a construction problem, it was the development model working as designed. Because Britain's housing pipeline has a valve, homes are released at the speed they can be sold without cutting the price. And in 2024, the competition regulator wrote that down. Now before the comments load, new homes matter. The best evidence says supply genuinely works. Add 1% to the housing stock when prices run roughly 2% lower than they'd otherwise be, and every new building starts a chain of moves that reaches ordinary renters. Hold that thought, because it makes the puzzle sharper, not softer. If supply works, why can a city raise a forest of cranes while the price never blinks? Meet Priya, a composite of every buyer at these hoardings. 6 years of saving. This morning her phone buzzed, the email she's waited a year for. And your deal pays, now raising. She opens it. The starting price is higher than the last one. Again, her answer. The real one. Runs through a spreadsheet, a valve, and that sentence the regulator wrote. First, who holds the pipe? Britain's top 11 house builders control 1.17 million plots. Now, be careful with that number. The regulator looked hard at land banking and found it's mostly a symptom. A forward pipeline you're forced to hold when planning takes years and delivery takes longer. Though it also noted big, opaque land holdings make life hardest for small builders. And the small builders are the real story in this chart. Firms that built about 4 in 10 of England's homes in the 80s build about 1 in 10 today. The pipeline consolidated into fewer, bigger, slower hands. A review of the biggest approved sites found a median build-out of 15.5 years, with permission already granted. About 6.5% of a site per year. 9 Elms' 687 wasn't an outlier. It's the operating speed. Then February 2024, Britain's Competition and Markets Authority, the referee, not a campaigner, concluded that house builders build fewer homes than the country needs because their profits are maximized by building at the local absorption rate, the pace homes can sell, quote, without needing to reduce prices. And this isn't a British eccentricity. Here's Lennar, one of America's biggest builders, in its own annual report. Production kept, quote, in sync with sales pace, with gross margin as, quote, a shock absorber. Same valve, different accent. It's not hidden. It's in the filings. The valve isn't villainy. It's arithmetic that starts before the first brick. When a developer buys land, the price is calculated backwards. The residual method, tomorrow's expected selling prices, minus build costs, fees, obligations, and the developer's required profit, typically 15 to 20%, equals the land bid. Sit with what that means. Tomorrow's high prices are baked into the land price on day one. From the moment the deal signs, those prices stop being a hope and become a liability. Cutting them later doesn't make you generous. It detonates your own appraisal. And your lenders. Run your own version tonight. Your deposit, your city's median price, the same subtraction. See which side of the sheet you're on. Now the part almost nobody says out loud. The reason so many well-meaning fixes miss. Suppose government makes building cheaper or faster, streamlined permits, lower fees. Where does the saving go? The research answer is brutal, mostly into higher land prices. Every bidder for the next field runs the same backwards math with the new lower costs, and bids the difference straight into the land. The saving is captured at the top of the pipeline. It never reaches the tap. And that's why everything new looks luxury. At 9 Elms, 4 out of 5 private homes are 1 and 2 beds. Maximum value per square foot aimed at the buyers who can clear the cost stack. When land, finance, obligations, and a 15% margin are all locked in before the design stage, the only home that pencils is an expensive one. Luxury isn't a taste. It's the residual of the residual. 2 minutes of fairness, because inside this machine everyone is behaving rationally. You're on the board. Scenario 1, build out fast. 5 years. Your own supply softens local prices. The appraisal bleeds. And the bank that lent against yesterday's land value calls. Scenario 2, build at absorption. 15 years. Margins hold near target, 16 to 18%, straight from the biggest firm's own reports. And everyone keeps their job. Here's the twist the research adds. Time is the hidden dial. Cut the build period by a quarter and returns can jump by half. In principle enough to sell homes 5 to 10% cheaper at the same profit. In principle. You already know where the gain actually rolls. So can the valve open? Yes. And the fix has been on the government's desk since 2018. The Letwin review found the binding constraint on big sites is homogeneity. One product, one price point, one thin stream of buyers. His proposal forced big sites to carry variety. Market sale and rent and social and shared ownership. Because different products sell to different people at the same time. Separate outlets, separate markets. You can open the valve without crashing any single price. And London already ran the experiment. King's Cross, about 31% affordable. Greenwich Peninsula, about 35%. 9 Elms, 17.6%. Same city, same decade. Different plumbing, different outcome. The CMA endorsed the same logic in 2024. Letwin's recommendation was never implemented. And the deepest version, public housing, which the regulator notes isn't chained to absorption at all, bypasses the valve entirely. Meanwhile, Priya turned 35. This spring's phase released. Her deposit grew 4%. The entry price grew more. She did everything the advice says. Save weight, be patient. Against the number the entire pipeline is engineered to protect. That's what it means to live downstream of the valve. So should we stop saying build more homes? No, build more is necessary. The moving chain evidence is real, and over decades, places that build abundantly do get cheaper housing than places that don't. The lie is one word, just. Just build more. Because between the permission and the front door sits a valve, held by land priced off tomorrow's highs, boards protecting appraisals, and a product mix only the top of the market can clear. Pour more permissions into the same architecture and you get more paper, price your land the same drip. What opens the tap is changing the architecture. Variety on big sites. Small builders back in the game. Public housing that ignores absorption. Land rules that stop every saving rolling uphill. None of it fits on a placard. All of it moves the valve. Before you close this video, look up the newest development in your own city and check what one price did between its first phase and its latest. Whatever gap you find, that's your local valve, working. Tonight the towers on the Thames will glow. Most of the lit windows, the private ones. The master plan says the district finishes in the 2030s. Priya will keep saving. The homes will be beautiful. The absorption rate will be respected. The price will have held. And everyone in the machine will have done their job exactly as designed. Nothing about it is an accident. Next week, if the system is built so the price of a home can never fall, wait until you meet who's been buying them. Wall Street became a landlord, and your rent is a line in a portfolio. On screen now. Subscribe. One system you live inside, taken apart every week. Stay with me.